Start game now.
Welcome retro fans to another edition of the Nose for Gamer. Bib was just telling me that before he met Jabba, he used to be quite the player at Ballblazer. Yeah, today we're going to look at Ballblazer for your Atari 7800, a super game cartridge. That really doesn't mean anything, but this is a super game cartridge. Just check out that artwork. I really dig this model that they use, some sort of, you can see the shine and the reflection. Yeah, and just the futuristic, hey, look, it's the sun coming right at you. Just the futuristic setting there. Let's go ahead and take Ballblazer, put it into our Atari 7800 Pro system, and find out how this game holds up today. Let's go to the game. Ballblazer is based on the Lucasfilm Game, which was first released on the Atari 5200 in 1984 and was published by Atari for the 7800 in 1987. According to the manual, it is the year 3097 and you are Earth's first ever representative in the International Ballblazer Championship with a chance to earn the title of Master Blazer. No, not Master Blaster, he's located in Bartertown. Ballblazer is a futuristic one-on-one sports title that's kind of like a gigantic version of air hockey, with both players riding in a hovercraft rotofoil trying to get the ball, or orb, into the other person's goal. It is a split-screen game for one or two players simultaneous. For the one-player games, you can pick an opponent from 9 different difficulties, with Droid 1 being the easiest and Droid 9 being the toughest. Each game lasts 3 minutes, but you can customize the match length between 1 and 9-minute games, anywhere in between that as far as 1-minute increments go. Each game is self-contained. There is no tournament or season mode. There are 10 empty point marks on the screen that are filled when one of the players score points. You can gain points by shooting the ball in between the goalposts at each end of the grid. Not only do these goals constantly move back and forth, making it a moving target, but the distance between them shrink as the game goes on, making it harder to score the longer the game lasts. You also get different points depending how far away you shoot when you score a goal. Close goals are worth 1 point, further away goals are worth 2 points, and making a goal when you're far enough away to not see the goalpost is worth 3. Whoever has the most points at the end of the game wins, unless someone fills all 10 point markers before time is up, or if there is a tie at the end of regulation. And in the case of a tie, the game enters sudden death overtime, with the next goal winning. One interesting aspect of the game is that if all the point markers are filled by both players, future points will take away already scored points from the opposing player. So not only is it possible for both players to score more than 10 total points each in the game, but it's also possible for someone to score less points but end up winning the game. For instance, if a player scores 9 straight points, but then the other player scores the next 3, the second player could win the game 6-4 after erasing the other one's points. Control-wise, you move your rotofoil with the joystick. If the ball is not in anyone's possession, touching it will basically magnetize it right to the front of your ship. Once you have it in possession, pressing the fire button will shoot the ball. When not in possession, pressing the fire button can be used to attempt to knock it out of your opponent's possession. Graphically speaking, this game looks absolutely amazing. It moves incredibly smooth, showing what the 7800 was capable of. As a matter of fact, the Japanese Nintendo, called the Famicom, has a version of this game that doesn't look nearly as good or run nearly as smoothly. The game will always have you facing the ball, so at times it will snap your view quickly to the north, south, east, or west. This may be disorienting at first, but I found it pretty easy to get used to. And musically speaking, this game is one of the best sounding, if not the best sounding game on the system, thanks to an added Pokey chip in the cartridge, one of only 2 games to use this chip. The sound effects are solid, and the theme song that plays in between matches is very cool, and because it's randomly generated, it never repeats itself. So no 2 planes of the song is ever the same. And this is a family-friendly game. On eBay, loose cartridges go for about $8 to $10. Complete copies were selling for about $10, and new copies were selling for about $13 to $15, and as always, those prices include shipping. However, some people have started gutting copies of this game to take the Pokey chip out to use for other purposes, so it may be possible that as the supply goes down, the price of the game will rise over time. So would I recommend Ballblazer for the 7800? Absolutely. This is one of the masterpieces on the system. The game has a great, smooth 3D look and the music is fantastic. Not only that, but I found it incredibly fun to play even as a single player experience. With 9 different difficulties, there's plenty of challenge, and that game has that one more game pull to it that will have you coming back for more. So where am I going to rank it? Well, even though I really enjoy games like Food Fight and Ninja Golf, I think Ballblazer deserves to go all the way to the top. That's right, we have a new #1 game, and its name is Ballblazer. If you enjoy the Atari 7800, be sure to check out my podcast, the Atari 7800 Game by Game Podcast, on iTunes and Stitcher, and right here on YouTube. This game was covered in greater depth along with Desert Falcon in episode 9. Also, be sure to click the like and subscribe buttons, and be sure to check out some of my other reviews, not only for the Atari 7800, but also 2600 games, NES games, Genesis games, and a whole lot more. With over 150 reviews posted, there's something for just about any retro fan. Thank you guys for giving me a little part of your day, and I look forward to seeing you next time on the next episode of the No Swear Gamer. Take care and go play some Ballblazer.